And so one of the key things that we can do here in New York City is to actually start to provide legal representation to New Yorkers in detention proceedings. There are tens of thousands of New Yorkers who are in immediate danger of deportation. And City Hall has only assisted fewer than 200. Fewer than 200. And the reason is not simply an illustration of our values that we are betraying that. It's because we know that this is effective. Just the mere act of having legal representation in that proceeding increases your likelihood to go home to your family by 11-fold. 11-fold. And so one of the first priorities of my administration will be to increase funding by tens of millions of dollars to scale up this program such that we do everything in our power to ensure that immigrant New Yorkers are not living in fear across this city. I could keep going, but I know the senators got to go.
I just wanted to add to that. This idea of picking people up off the street with men who have masks around their faces, throwing them into vans, taking them to God knows where, and then deporting them to countries where they know nobody, is beyond unspeakable. It is disgusting. It is what takes place in two-bit dictatorships. That's what happens in dictatorships, not in the United States of America. So in Washington, we have our responsibility to stop that ugly behavior. All right, last question, woman in the back there. Yeah, ma'am.
Hi, thank you so much for the time. My name is Samantha. I'm a labor rights activist. My question was going to be, thank you. My question was going to be about protecting immigrant populations because so frequently they are the ones who are being exploited in the workplace. But since you have already answered that beautiful question, thank you so much, from this wonderful woman in front of me. Could I ask how you're going to protect this city from the National Guard coming in?
The first thing is we have to prepare for the inevitability of that deployment. We cannot try and convince ourselves that because something is illegal, Donald Trump will not do it. We have to be prepared, and we have to be clear-eyed. And we have to understand that it will take every single tool at our disposal. We saw in California the mayor of LA, the attorney general of the state, and the governor work together to fight back against the White House's deployment of the National Guard. They filed a lawsuit. A federal judge just recently found in their favor that the deployment of the National Guard was illegal. I give you this example because partnership is critically important in fighting back against Donald Trump. Can you imagine Andrew Cuomo working together with Tish James and Kathy Hochul to fight back against the deployment? Why would he fight back when it's Donald Trump that's trying to get him elected right now? But it's not enough to just file that lawsuit. We also have to ensure that we make clear that if Donald Trump is interested in helping New York, which is the premise of all of these deployments, of cleaning up our cities, he should undo the legislation that he has passed that is attacking this same city. Because when I meet New Yorkers, I hear from them how they already can't afford this place. I hear from them how it is further and further out of reach. And this legislation, this is going to tear the fabric of our city apart. That is where his focus should be. And that is what all of us will be fighting for.
Okay. Well, listen, thank you all very much for coming out. Thank you. You know, getting to be 50 years of age, Zohran, it's not that easy. Pretty hard. All right.